So what I did is I went ahead and I created the T account, and I've got everything listed here that is on my T accounts. This is my trial balance with debits and credit side, and I take my totals for each account. So my total for cash, $136,700. My total for accounts receivable, debit, $7,820. My total for office supplies, $1,800. My total for prepaid insurance, debit $5,000. My total for prepaid rent, debit $6,000. My total for office equipment, debit $25,000. My total for accounts payable, credit $600. My total for capital, credit $172,000. My debit, or total for cash withdrawal, which is a debit of $5,100. Then I have a total for services revenue, credit $15,320. And totals for utilities expense, $500 debit. And then I need to add up the debit column and add up the credit column and see how they come out. So let's start with the credit column because that's the easier one. 600 plus 172,000 plus 15,320. That gives me 187. $920. On the debit side, I've got 136,700, 7,820, 1,800, 5,000, 6,000, 25,000, 5,100, and 500, and I get 187,920. And here we go. This is the truth or consequence. Both sides equal each other. So my debits and my credits total each other. They are equal. I also do a reasonableness check to make sure that the items that are supposed to have a normal debit balance do indeed have a normal debit balance, and these are all my asset accounts right here. This whole area is our assets. My liability account is a credit balance, and that's normal for it. My capital account has a credit balance, that's normal for that. Cash withdrawal, debit, which is normal. Any revenue account should be a credit balance, and any expense account should be a debit balance. So it looks pretty good. I balance both debit and credit. I have my reasonableness check. So if it turns out that you get to this point and you don't get the debit column and the credit column to balance, don't freak out. Just make sure that what you have here, that you really did take the ending balance and that you did debit to debit, credit to credit, okay? Credit to credit, debit to debit. Make sure you just follow it and make sure you pay attention to the dollar amounts, because a lot of times the dollar amount is just wrong and some people just make a very honest, simple mistake. So double check your dollar amounts. Make sure this totals up correctly. Make sure everything totals as far as your T accounts are concerned. And if you still come up with wrong numbers, go back further. Make sure that what you did to transfer from the journal entry to the T accounts, that you did the correct amount, that it was for cash, debit 150,000, go back and check the next cash entry, credit 6,000, go back and check the next cash entry, debit 4,000, and just go back through and make sure that everything that got transferred from here got transferred over to here. And if you still are coming up with a situation where these two don't balance, then all I can tell you is you need to go back and recheck your journal entries, make sure you did them right, because something got messed up there. And that is the end of this particular practice problem. Thank you very much for your time.